That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
All right, what do you have over there, Christopher?
All right, first up, let's fire some coaches.
Oh.
Adam Gase and Dan Quinn are in the race to see who gets fired first.
I would agree. I think, as you know, the owner in Atlanta practiced patience last year when they started with just one win in the first half of the season, and his patience was rewarded with better play. But I can't imagine Arthur Blank watching all of these leads blown, isn't blowing his stack somewhere. And as for the Jets, as you know, the Jets owner is currently in the UK as the ambassador. So it's his brother's call, I imagine. I don't know. Is that on the foreign policy agenda for the United States about whether the Jets keep Adam Gase? I doubt it. But as I told you at the end of last hour, the Jets have broken Sam Darnold. Firing a coach, I don't know what that would do. I don't know what that would do, because I imagine they'd turn to Greg 3G Williams and, Freddie Kitchens isn't walking through that door, I imagine. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess Jim Bob Cooter is there. Let him call the plays and let Greg 3G Williams whip everyone else into a frenzy, I guess. That might be better. But we'll see what happens on Thursday Night Football. If Jeff Driscoll comes in and lights it up in MetLife and the Jets can't move on the Denver defense, that might be a wrap. So if I had to guess, it might be Gase before Quinn.
Okay. All right. Guys, the Browns are 2-1.
Yes.
Nick Chubb, nearly 100 yards per game, 6 yards per carry. Nick Chubb needs to be talked about among the league's best running backs.
Yeah, you know what would help do that is if he goes down to Dallas this current week and does that in Dallas. Right now he's, Cleveland, with the exception of what we saw against Cincinnati on a Thursday night. I don't know how many people were tuning into watching him and the Bengals on Thursday night, but taking on the star and sticking it where the star don't shine and running for 100+, you could say they have the best running game in football. You could make that case. Chubb, 4th in the league in rushing, and Kareem Hunt, he's been closing games too.
Yes.
So, and that's what the Browns need to do. Do that, run the ball, take the pressure off of Baker, play action, and find Odell and Jarvis and Austin Hooper. So I would agree with that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's talk more about Drew Brees, guys. Let's keep this conversation going. Drew Brees has fallen off the cliff.
I'm not going there, man. I'm not going there. The New Orleans Saints, I am not going there. They're at Detroit. They are home for the Chargers. Then they have a bye. Then they're home for Carolina. Those are all winnable games. Michael Thomas is coming back.
All right, here's the stats we talked about last week, okay? He did have 300 yards yesterday, but 64% of the passes were short of the first down markers. 19 of 36 attempts last night. Didn't clear 5 yards down past the line.
And they still almost won the game. And it's not because that they couldn't go vertical to try and get back in the game. That was the narrative off the Monday night game. They had to get chunk plays. They had to go fast, and they had to throw deep, baby, and they didn't do it, and he kept checking it down. So that's the whole concept about what came off the Monday night game. And last night, you could say, 1/4 of his passing yards came on that bubble screen
Pretty much one play,
to Alvin Kamara. I understand, but he's doing what he needs to do, and that zip throw into Emmanuel Sanders did not look like somebody who's on the precipice. I'm not ready to go there. I just won't do it. I'm willing to die on that hill right now. As long as it's not Taysom trying to hand it off. Nice. No, you know what I mean? Like, and those plays with Taysom Hill, or didn't they take Kyler Murray out in Arizona for a play that led to, them giving up the football? And it's just like, why overthink things and take your guys off the field? And until those plays work, then you're like, hey, good call. I mean, those are risky calls for coaches. But
all right, this is the next one's for Matt in Oklahoma and the Bills Mafia.
Okay.
The Bills are going to have a home playoff game this year.
Oh, yeah. I still think they win this division. I still think that they are a better team than New England. I still think their defense is better than New England's. I think it's deeper than New England's. Don't forget that New England had 6 guys option out. So if injuries start hitting New England, it'll be difficult for people to, quote-unquote, do their jobs with the same effect. I still think this is the Bills' division to lose. But Josh Allen versus Cam Newton, I am all the way in on that. I am all the way in on it. And that is going to be a very high-stakes game on the 1st of November in Buffalo because Tom Brady used to own them. Tom Brady's not there anymore. Can New England continue its succession against Buffalo?
Where do the Bills finish in the AFC? Seed them. Are they getting the bye? Are they the 1 seed?
I think that I think the Ravens get that seed, including based off of tonight's action, which we'll get to in hour 3.
All right, let's go to Tennessee. They are 3-0, but they are the luckiest 3-0 in the team in the league. Their 3 wins are by a combined 6 points.
I will not say that. I will not say that they are the luckiest 3-0 team in the league, and the reason why is in the next segment. Wait till you hear, and by the way, I'm teasing this for those who might be watching this later on Twitter and YouTube and on Peacock. Tune in. A lot of the 3-0 teams, you are what you are, and sometimes you are lucky. That is the difference between being 3-0 and 0-3. That is it. That said, the fact that Vrabel stuck with Gostowski after that awful Week 1 game paid off in Week 3. He was 6 for 6 in field goals.
Picked the winning field goal each week.
He easily told Gostowski, we're not sending you out there at the end of this game in Denver. We're going to try and win it. You're finished. We're going to get other kickers in here, and we're cutting you. You're not even going to make the flight home from Denver. He didn't do that. 6 for 6 against Minnesota. Those are things that come home to roost. I'm not going to say that they are the luckiest 3-0 team in the league. You are what you are. You're sometimes lucky, but you're also lucky due to the residue of design. And that's the case that I saw for the Tennessee Titans.
All right, we're still waiting to hear from Doug Peterson, but it looks like he's going to lean Wentz. But the Eagles need to start Jalen Hurts in Week 4.
Well, no, that's an overreaction. They're just a half game out. Wentz is absolutely their quarterback because he has to work out. They have signed him to all of that money. You cannot throw Jalen Hurts in there and sink with Wentz sitting there at all the way to 2022. So, I mean, that's it. They have to make it work. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now, should they put Hurts out there for a couple of package plays? Why not?
Yeah, let's see what he can do, right?
Why not? If Taysom Hill's getting a few snaps, he should. I would totally do that. But.
All right, last one.
Yes, sir.
The New York Football Giants.
Yes.
Should think about tanking for Trevor.
I don't know, man. Daniel Jones just.
He's a turnover machine.
What are you going to do right now? The whole thing stinks. I mean, what are you going to do? But as long as the general manager's there, he's not going to throw the season away, lose his job, leave someone else to draft Trevor Lawrence. That's not going to happen. Joe Judge is not going to tank either. The Jets should fire their coach and tank. They're already doing, or just keep their coach and tank. I think that the coach has nothing to do with it. Just tank. Trade Sam Darnold, give him what he deserves, which is to fly and be free. Start again with Trevor Lawrence. Get in a new coach. You've got the general manager that's got all of these draft choices already. Go to work.
What if the Giants get the number 1 pick, though?
Free Sam Darnold.
Just by happenstance.
Then goodbye Daniel Jones.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye Daniel Jones. Or you sit there and you keep Daniel Jones. You get that huge package for Trevor Lawrence. You watch Daniel Jones stink on ice. And you watch Trevor Lawrence go crush it somewhere in the AFC. No way. Sorry. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.